want to learn something? Of course, something that can be interesting to all teenagers. So the main topic of this video is giving tips to different heavy and very controversial topic to all teenagers. So let's go. But wait, there's more. I am not the one who will explain this topic. I am with my co-members, Alea, Dana, Leia, and Sherry. So let's start. As a teenager, what does responsible sexual behavior mean to you?
For me, responsible sexual behavior can help you to make your future safe in terms of financial your responsibilities. When you are in a responsible sexual behavior, you know what you do in terms of sex. When you are doing sex, it's like kapag you are responsible, when you have a responsible sexual behavior pagdating sa sex, you know how to handle it. You know how to control it. You will use a condom lubricant to avoid pregnancy. And also, in terms of that, for the woman naman, kasi yung kawawa dyan is yung babae, di ba? Kapag mabubuntis. So, dapat magiging responsible tayo pagdating sa sexual behavior. And that's it.
Okay, thank you. So after Martin denies the responsible sexual behavior involves consciously making choices that prioritize sexual health, minimize risk, and demonstrate respect for partners. These patterns of behavior is shaped by societal norms and safe sexual environments for individuals and communities. Mouth, rectum, or body fluid during any type of sexual activity, like vaginal, anal, or oral. Untreated STI can harm your health. Symptoms of STI can range from mild irritation to severe pain, including vaginal discharge. Often, symptoms only appear after the infection has progressed. Early treatment can usually prevent long-term health problems.
So, number one questions. What are some ways you can protect yourself or others from sexually transmitted infection?
So, to protect ourselves and other people of sexually transmitted infection, first of all, dapat meron lang tayong isang partner na nakikipag-intercourse tayo. Siyempre, if you have multiple partners na nagkakaroon tayo ng intercourse with them, maaaring magkaroon tayo ng disease. Diba? Katulad na lang ng hindi natin sure kung eto bang taong to ay meron siyang something of sa kanyang body. And of course, dapat din na gumagamit tayo ng mga condoms, diba? So, medyo hindi siya open sa ngayon, pero sa ngayon dito sa university natin is open na talaga yung mga ganito.
People are higher risk of STI if they have unequal sexual partners, have a partner with multiple partners, have sex with someone who has an STI, have a history of STIs, inject drugs, or have a partner who injects drugs. protect yourself from STIs by knowing your sexual partners. The more partners you or they have, the higher your risk. Using condoms is also part of responsible sexual behavior. Condoms like latex or polyurethane during vaginal, oral, or anal sex significantly reduce risk. Being aware of risky practices since practices that tear or break the skin, like anal sex, increases STI risk. Getting vaccinated, vaccines protect against hepatitis B and HPV. Do you think it is important to wait until marriage to have sexual intercourse? Why or when?
Yes, for me, yes, it is important because it's a sign of respect for a woman. In other, we have different traditions. So in other traditions, they wait magpapakasal sila. Then doon na pwede sila mag-sex. And for me, yes, of course. Kasi naman, as I've said kanina, na parang respeto na din sa babae, then you are handa na kayo sa kung ano, kung mabubuti, kung may anak na kayo. You are financially stable.
Yes. As a teenager, syempre, your point of view matters. Do you think premarital sex can have negative consequences?
Definitely, yes. No, unang-una sa lahat yung karapatan mo bilang isang tao. So, kung meron kang partner and hindi pa kayo married with each other, probably hindi ka pwedeng mag-demand sa kanya, ganito, ganyan, lalo na sa mata ng mata, sa mata ng Diyos, sa mata ng kung saan man. Kasi, hindi kayo together sa papel. And, doon na papasok yung props, then speaker family, sa magkaroon man kayo ng anak together. So, maraming complications. And, hindi na natin siya maisa-isa. Pero, sa reality ngayon, sobrang hirap kapag hindi talaga kayo kasal, diba? And, binigay mo na yung pagkatao mo sa taong yan. Diba? And, yan.
According to Arega, Sewell, and Bugale 2019, premarital sex is a voluntary sexual intercourse between unmarried persons. You are undergoing a period of rapid physical and psychological change, driven by curiosity and a desire to explore new experiences. However, they often face fears, worries, and conflicting desires, leading to a reluctance to seek guidance from parents and elders. A life cycle approach emphasizes the importance of reproductive health education of youth and their communities, empowering them to take informed decisions about their sexuality and reproductive health. Unfortunately, many youth lack adequate awareness of how to prevent STIs and HIV, or where to access guidance or reproductive anatomy, psychology, and related topics. This lack of knowledge puts them into risk of a serious consequences, including premarital sex and its associated emotional distress. Why marriage matters, 14 key reasons according to August 2000. In terms of emotional and personal, first, emotional support. Second, intimacy. Third, personal growth. And number 4 is commitment and purpose. In terms of practical and societal, 5, financial stability. 6, raising children. Number 7, strong support system. And number 8, legal benefits. And last, building a legacy. Terms in health and society. At 10, health benefits. 11, social acceptance. 12, community building.
Important note, while marriage offers numerous benefits, it's not a universal solution. It's essential to consider personal values, goals, and circumstances before making a decision. A successful marriage requires effort, commitment, and a willingness to work through challenges.
So this is all the tips for teenagers to practice responsible sexual behavior. Before engaging in sexual behavior, tip number 1. Wait until you're ready. Always consider your physical, emotional, and mental well-being. Number 2. Communicate with your partner. Discuss boundaries and consent and protections. Number 3. Get informed. Learn about STI, pregnancy, and birth control.
Tips number 1, talk to a trusted adults like parents, teachers, counselor, or healthcare provider. Tips number 2, access online reliable sources like Planned Parenthood. Tips number 3, visit a healthcare provider or clinic for guidance. In terms of healthy relationship, step number 1, set boundaries, establish clear expectations with your partner. Step number 2, respect consent, ensure mutual agreement before intimacy. Step number 3, communicate openly, share feelings, needs, and concerns. Step number 4, avoid coercion or manipulation. So in terms of emotional intelligence, first, recognize emotions and understand your feelings and your needs. Second, manage emotions, practice self-care and stress management. And lastly, emphasize with others and consider your partner feelings. Additional tips. Number 1, prioritize self-respect and self-care. Number 2, avoid peer pressure or social expectations. Number 3, consider long-term consequences of your choices. Number 4, foster healthy attitudes towards sex, relationship, and gender.
Remember, responsible sexual behavior is crucial for your physical, emotional, and mental well-being.
And love yourself before you love somebody else.
And respect yourself. Don't do anything that you will regret later.
Don't just give your virginity to anyone. Think carefully. Be smart and be mindful before you give it to someone. And that's all for the topic of this video. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and click the notification bell.